Hello all and welcome to another Caffeinated Entertainment video. It's Art here with a review of the final season of Bosch, Amazon Prime's series Bosch, Amazon original series Bosch, starring Titus Welliver, Amy Aquino, Jamie Hector, Madison Lintz, Lance Riddick, and Paul Calderon. All the major players play, and it still follows the Bosch book series tightly, as Michael Connelly is one of the chief executive producers on the show, which makes it amazing. However, there is one fault that I want to point out. Since this was the final season, and yes, I know about the spin-off series coming to Amazon. I understand it's already been commissioned. But if you're going to give me a final series and that new series hasn't even started principal photography yet, then you need to give me an ending to this series that is both palatable and there's a sense of closure. And Bosch, the final season, did not do that. It feels it left way too many ends open. Now, I understand some of those ends are probably to launch the new show. I get that. I understand that. I'm all on board for that. And the final season itself, the case, the characters, the character growth, it's all there in Michael Connelly great fashion. It's a great season. However, my bone of contention, my bone to pick with the final season of Bosch is that it does not end on a satisfactory note. It ends abruptly, harshly, and without means or merit. Now, does this mean don't watch it? No. Watch it because, like I said, I think it's going to play on the spin-off series of Bosch, which we still don't have a title for yet. This spin-off series is being set up, and yes, it was picked up by Amazon, but we don't have a title for it yet. We know some of the actors, like Titus Welliver is coming back, Madison Lintz is coming back. A lot of your main principal Bosch actors are coming back. However, we don't know if it's going to see the light of day. Just because they picked it up does not mean that it will see the light of day, and we don't know how long it will be until we, the viewers, see it. So you gotta give us a sense of closure, not a sense of incompleteness. The final scene from Bosch is one of the final scenes. It mimics one of the final scenes in the Bosch book series, one of the middle books. But at the end of that series, you see at the end of that book, you see him move on, and you know there are more Bosch books coming. There's even more Bosch books coming now, as one's coming out in November of this year. The Dark Hours is the name of it. So there's more Bosch in book form. We don't yet know if there will be more Bosch in television form. And all I'm saying is that the series should be able to stand on its own 2 feet. It should give you an ending while still giving you a little bit of an opening. You don't have an ending really to... And I don't even need a good guy wins in the end ending. I need an ending that makes sense and that wraps things up in a satisfactory way, to where if Amazon decides to pull the plug on this new spin-off series before it even airs, then we're good. I won't be happy because I definitely want more in the... I want more in the genre. I want more in the universe, but at least I would be happy because the story would be full, complete, and done. Arguably, you could argue that they did not have to end Bosch after 7 seasons. You could make a strong argument for that. There's even book arguments for that. Not saying don't watch it, not saying it's not great. It is great, and it's not nearly as bad of a season finale or a series finale as Game of Thrones or Dexter. Not saying that in the least. I'm just asking, why can't these showrunners and these show writers give us series finales with little small threads that lead into spin-off shows, but give you a mostly complete meal of an epic show or epicness in that nature? It has been the one thing that has stuck with me ever since I've seen the end of the show, because I watched it with my mom, and my mom thinks the same way. My mom and I agree on the same point, that they still could have left room for the spinoff while giving a more complete, more well-rounded ending to Bosch itself. Because Bosch is done. The TV show Bosch is done. Now we're getting the spin-off series, which is going to be great, don't get me wrong. But season 1 isn't even in principal photography yet. It's in pre-production at the moment, would be the correct term. So, that's that on that front. If I was to take this and judge it like any other season, I judged seasons 2 through 6 to be 10 out of 10s, worth your popcorn. This one would be an 8 out of 10 because the ending just does not compute. It does not lock it down, and it needs to lock it down. The actors do a great job. The writing is there all the way up until the end. The one you root for is Bosch, and the people around Bosch, like Creighton Barrel, like Billets. You root for that while you're on the fence with people like Chief Irving. So, I'm not saying that those actors didn't do a phenomenal job. I'm not saying that most of the season's writing wasn't phenomenal. I am saying it left you on a cliffhanger that may leave you hanging out to dry. And as a person that likes a completely fully fleshed out story with a beginning, middle, and an end, Bosch fell apart at the end. And to look at it any other way is disingenuous. To not be critical of it would be to put Bosch and Connolly on a pedestal that I'm not comfortable with. Doesn't mean that I won't be excited for the spin-off series. Doesn't mean that I'm not excited for Dark Hours and don't already have it pre-ordered. Immensely excited. But they got to do a better job. And maybe it's because Connolly didn't want to write an end to Bosch because it would be in some way ending the character when he knows the character is going to move on. But there's got to be a way that you can end that season better and have it be better. I'm not saying go watch it. I'm not saying not to go watch it. It's free on Amazon Prime. If you have Amazon Prime, the full series of Bosch is completely worth you watching. No argument here, no harm, no foul, nothing. You won't get an argument from me, and you won't get a debate from me about that. You should definitely watch it if you haven't watched it before. Just be ready to have the quality of it and the loose ending of it and the cliffhanger lead you off a cliff and there's no net to catch you. So those are my thoughts. If you'd like me to go into a spoilerific deep dive, leave that in the comments down below. Leave also in the comments down below what you thought of the final series of Bosch, or the final season of Bosch, if you watched it. And without further ado, this is where I normally say, you know, I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Or Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 12:30 p.m. Central, 10:30 p.m. Pacific, 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Please like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more. Please ding the notification bell to be notified when I upload a video. But since we're in the throes of Video Palooza, and this is day 3, I will see you again tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. Central for another video. And until next time, happy reading, happy watching, stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy. I'll see you again very soon. And peace.